You gonna say anything?
It's just going live.
Hmm?
Hello, everybody. She does it better.
Do I? With this hair?
Maybe
Hello,
not with the hair.
everybody. They're probably like, who the hell are these people coming on? We don't even know them.
This is our quarterly update.
We're going to turn it into a quarterly update?
Well, that's what it's turning into.
It's turning into a quarterly.
Pam's aspirations were weekly. A little high. She likes to shoot high, though.
I was shooting high, and we didn't even come close. So, there's that.
What is that?
So, I don't like this. I like to be able to see who's coming on. How do you do that?
We're having some technical difficulties.
We haven't done this in so long that we don't even remember how to freaking do it. That's
Sure.
what's really bad.
Well, and she's trying to do it with a new device. Well, I guess it's not new.
We've done it about the last couple times. Okay. When they comment, we can see. Hi, Elsie. Oh my. Oh my. Okay, we're gonna give it a minute. It's because it's so freaking late already. It's 9:30, 9:20. But I said 9 to 9:30 we were coming on.
Yeah, we did have a 10-hour day with doctors, and then drove through rain and rush hour to get home. And then Pam went to the store to get groceries to cook dinner. Mm-hmm. And then she cooked dinner with very little help, although Jakey helped a little bit.
It's still cooking, and it's 9:20.
Yeah.
Hi, Amy.
Yeah, we're a little behind the ball on the timing. But you guys know us, and you're used to it.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely a wine night. Okay, so we're gonna, I guess, jump in because I don't know what the hell. Because it's 9:20. Yeah. Dinner's in the oven. Hi, Molly. See you tomorrow. We have a weird glare. I'm having breakfast with Molly and Ginny tomorrow, and Lindsay.
It's a CF day.
We're talking sham.
Sham 2022.
Yeah.
March 26th. Is that official?
We're discussing it tomorrow, but.
Discussing it.
Pretty much. Hi, Chooch. So, okay. Well, we just said we had a 10-hour day today. We left. Hey, Lana. We had left the house at 8 o'clock, 8:15.
Yeah.
And got home around.
I think the game plan was 7:45, but we didn't need that much time. The doctors were all behind. Even the MRI people were behind, and they're the ones that are always pushing me.
Yeah, so John had his MRI. He had an MRI today, which now he's doing every 6 weeks. We haven't updated y'all in so long. So here's what we kind of decided. We decided that we're going to give an update on today, try to condense, do the Cliff Note version of the last, I don't even know when we last updated. I think
it's 6 weeks.
Oh, God.
I think it was right after the last one we did a quick update. It wasn't quick, actually. It was long.
No, it's been a while. It's been a real long while. Because we haven't talked about because first of all, we've been traveling. It's been an interesting summer. May 15th, we put a picture up, which was 2 months ago.
Okay.
And then we did a post on May 6th that was not alive. And then we did April 26th, April 19th. We haven't done a live in a really long time. April 12th was the last time we did a live.
Wow.
Oh my God.
There goes your weekly update idea.
Wow. Hey, Kev. Anyway, okay, so here's what. Hey, Lance. See you tomorrow too. Here's what we're gonna do. We're going to give a little bit of a Cliff Notes version of what's been going on. And then it's kind of late. So we're going to try to fly through things. But we'll just say the last couple months. 3 months. It's been a bit of a shit show, y'all. Shit show. So,
yeah, you could say that.
Yeah. So by the time we ever think about getting around to doing a live, we're both so freaking tired. We're just like, we just want to sit on the couch and watch TV. And, yeah.
And then there's Netflix. It just has a way of sucking you in.
Netflix and Hulu.
Oh, Hulu too, yeah.
Yeah.
And Disney.
And
Yeah.
Apple.
Yeah.
Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso.
Back on Friday.
Yeah, we're screwed once Ted Lasso comes back.
So
we may need to just do a viewing party here for Ted Lasso.
I would love to do that.
And we can do an update at the same time.
Maybe.
A live update.
Hey, Alex Tomazzini and Ginny, I'm going to see you tomorrow. Can't wait. So, okay. Here's what we decided. We are going to give you an update, a medical update. And then we will try to do a little bit of a condensed version of the shit show that has been the last 3 months, apparently.
3 to 6.
3 to 6. Hey, look at my Riverside people coming on. I missed you guys. Sneaky Pete, Peaky Blinders. There's all kinds of things out there I haven't watched yet. But, okay. I need ADD meds.
Yeah, you do.
So we're going to do a quick update, tell you what happened today, and then what's happened a little bit in the last few months. And then we're going to get into what, I mean, if you like train wrecks and you're the kind of person that slows down real slow,
To watch
when you
that
see
shit.
a car wreck,
Hey, you crick your neck.
it's even in the other lane and you still look.
Yeah. And then you hit somebody else in front of you.
That's what we're going to talk about. Then you make your own accident. That's what we're going to talk about. We're not going to go deep because it's fucking 9:30 and we haven't had dinner.
Yeah.
And my
You gotta
alarm
make
goes
sure it
off in
doesn't-
2 minutes.
Yeah, making sure it doesn't burn.
I'm making meatless Monday zucchini
I don't know how
lasagna.
long that's going to last. We've had a full revolt from the kids.
Oh, the kids are pissed off about it.
They're like,
So
meatless.
pissed off.
Nobody signed up on that.
Jane and Lynn, look at all my.
Dad, you didn't sign off on that, right? I was like, well, it's your mom. I'll sign off on whatever she's got going on.
Meatless Monday.
I'm like, yes, that's what I want. Meatless. Yes,
Well, vegetarian meal never hurt anybody.
I will agree.
Anyway, so went to the doctor today. We can give a little bit of a back update. So the last time we saw you guys, John was on this clinical trial with Visidyne, and it was an infusion every. It's all a blur. 6 weeks.
No. 4.
4 weeks.
3. Every 3.
3 weeks.
No, once a week. I think it was once a week.
It was once a week. Oh my god.
Clearly, we're not on
it
that anymore.
It was once a week.
Yeah.
Oh
She didn't have to go through that shit. I did. And actually, it wasn't terrible. It was just inconvenient.
I think I go through plenty of shit, though.
You do.
To be fair.
To be fair, more than most humans deserve, honestly.
Thank you.
And
Appreciate
you
that.
come back kind of stronger. You get even more pissed off at the universe, and you're like,
I've been a
you
little
want that?
pissed
Bring it.
off.
Come
I've
on.
been a little pissed off. That's Jess. She was with me last weekend in LA. I had some salty moments.
She did.
Yep. Anyway, what happened was we were going to do an episode a month and a half ago or so, episode that I wanted to call, what did I want to call it? Relationships, resentments, and regrowth. because
through the trial.
I mean, in general, he's been on a little bit of a train wreck. We've been on a little bit of a train wreck, and it's really hard to do a episode to go live when you don't even fucking like each other. So there's my alarm. Carry on.
Yeah. So yeah, the stress level of dealing with all this crap, with me having some more headaches and all sorts of stuff going on, with being tired and sleeping all the time and not being able to work out. She was working full time and doing stuff with CF and doing stuff with this whole cancer crap and. So you kind of get to a point where it's a little bit too much to carry.
Sure. And not sleeping. That's fair. So we had a come to Jesus meeting of the minds on the porch at the lake house. We'll talk about that later. So anyway, the important thing is we like each other again.
Kind of.
at the moment?
A little bit.
Just a little. We can tolerate each other.
We appreciate each other a little bit more.
Tolerable. What'd you say?
I'd say. Yes.
So, when were you kicked out of the study? He was kicked out of the study, had an MRI, so he was doing this thing once a week, and then this infusion once a week, and then would do it for 6 weeks, get an MRI, then did another 6 weeks, but I got to take 1 week off. And so right before we were going to Orlando for volleyball.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was 2 MRIs in a row that the first one showed what looked like regrowth, and the second one showed for sure regrowth. So that was 6 weeks and 6 weeks. So we're living on this.
It was kind of a hard transition because the first one originally, our oncologist was so excited to show us the scans that he
because it's his clinical trial.
Almost burst down the door to show it to us because he thought that we had kind of landed a punch on Glio. He was jumping out of his skin. So
and we were excited.
To kind of go.
We're like, we're going to be on the cover of Time.
Yeah, that did not last.
Didn't last.
Yeah. So 6 weeks later, it was a very different story. I think he kind of came to a conclusion that other radiologists were kind of pointing out. He was like, okay, I see what you're saying, and where you were saying it, I can kind of see that again. So the way the clinical trial is always set up is they have standards or whatever you have to do to stay in the trial. And so one of the things was if there's any sign of regrowth for 2 in a row, you're automatically off. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't his decision. It was just automatically.
Yeah, it's his study, but their protocols are in place.
And it was fine. I didn't feel like it was getting much better. I felt like I was having some issues with my left hand typing, and that was getting a little bit worse as we kind of went along. So I kind of felt like, I don't think this stuff is really doing anything for me. So getting off the study wasn't really a big blow to me. It was a blow because it wasn't working, and it was official that we couldn't have hope in something else working.
Well, yeah, and also because now that we're 2 clinical trials in.
Yeah.
2 clinical trials in, 2 rounds of radiation, so no more options on there. Clinical trials dwindle sufficiently with each one that you do because you get excluded from future ones. The size of the tumor mass had it's kind of like a all over, but then they were also showing a new tumor spot right here, which is unusual for it to jump, but it's right there on the midline, right little tumor spot.
It's like it's balancing on a little like thread. And the doctor said that
with the Olympics coming up.
Yeah.
It's like a balance beam. Mm-hmm.
It's much thinner than a balance beam. It's like a hair.
It's just like a hair.
Yeah. And he wasn't worried about that because it's, there's all there is just like open area.
He said it's surrounded by water.
Yeah, so he's like,
so it's like a monster 5 miles out at sea.
Like that thing can grow whatever you want it to. It's not gonna affect you at all. And if it gets too big, we can hit it with a proton gun.
The gamma knife thing.
Yeah. So we weren't overly concerned. We're concerned that it went to another region and started growing in a different place, which we've always known as being really not good.
Not supposed to jump around.
Yeah, the bigger concern was that other mass just getting, having a field day and just continuing to grow.
So we were seeing some decline in fine motor skills, balance, that kind of thing. We were getting ready to go to, so we decided there's not really a lot of options at that point. So we're just like, okay, let's just regroup, stay on the Avastin, stay on the meds that he's on, stay on the care protocol, the London cocktail, staying on all that. And, God, my hair looks like shit.
That looks beautiful.
You're so good for the camera.
I try.
Anyway, we just were staying the course and just like, well, shit. We just had a well shit moment. Yes, Lynn, shit. It's just a shit moment where we're just like, okay. So, and then we were getting ready to go to Orlando for Beanie's volleyball tournament. which we were going to be there for a week. In the middle of like the last episode of Handmaid's Tale, which is like the most intense episode in the world, and they're all intense. If you watch it, you know. And he decides he's going to get up and go upstairs to get ready for bed. I was like, what the fuck? So, but he does it anyway, and he goes up, and he's gone for a while, which often he leaves to go get ready for bed, and he comes back down, but he didn't come back down, and I'm down here watching. And then I get a phone call from John Baker.
Probably not a good sign.
No. And he says, I fell. I need help. I fell. And I was like, shit. So I go running up the stairs to a gigantic pool of blood. Y'all. It's like a murder scene.
It was.
It was like a murder scene.
I was trying to get up, and I couldn't because I was slipping and kept falling in my own blood. It was bad.
Tell them what happened.
So long story short, I started feeling a seizure coming on down here. And kind of when I feel that, I exit stage left and go somewhere so that can just kind of work its way out. And 5 minutes later, usually it's done. So I went upstairs and went down the hallway, and it started getting really bad. So we have like 3 stairs that go down to our bedroom door. And I was like, if I can just get to the bed, I can lie down and this thing will be done in like 5 minutes, and then I can go back down and finish watching that show with Pam. So I tried to get down there, tried to get down the stairs, and totally bit it. Lost my balance going down the stairs and face planted into the door jam. And just broke up my face. And I didn't break anything, luckily, but I felt like I did. And I cut my lip here, and it was just bleeding all over the place.
Yeah, so I get up there. I go running up.
I was trying to get up by myself because I figured if I got up, I could get into bed again and just kind of restart it and not be embarrassed with Pam coming in and seeing me in this freaking nightmare. So
this is going to be rude and talk about the blinders when I had to.
So eventually I looked over, my phone was right there. I was like, don't be an idiot, just call her. So I was like, okay, I found her number and called her.
Found it? You don't know it by heart?
I didn't want to die. I just wanted to go to Pam. So I went to Pam and I called her.
Is it called like Love of My Life?
No, it's not.
It's like
maybe it's what your
most beautiful
daughter
person.
calls you.
Yeah, it's that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Beanie has me listed in her phone as
Psycho?
No. What's she called? Abusive psychopath.
Yeah, abusive psychopath.
That's my name in her phone. Abusive psychopath. Yeah. Anyway.
I would adopt that. Maybe I should adopt that name.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? I got proof. Someone likes that.
Anyway. So I come running up the stairs in my yellow sundress that I somehow didn't get covered in blood. And it's almost like a stroke. It's almost like a stroke because the left side wasn't working. So he was like limp, and I couldn't get him up, and I'm trying. There's blood everywhere and blood down the door jamb, and I'm like, oh my God, I have no idea what kind of injuries he's sustained at this point. I'm lifting him up, and I can't lift him. It's the first for you Roswellians. It's the practice Alive After 5 night. So Gavin's out with his friends at Alive After 5. And
probably wouldn't be much help with his balance if he came back. He was probably 3 sheets.
Oh, God, yeah, I'm sure. So I run into Jake's room. Thank God he was there. It's pretty late. So Beanie and Duncan were actually sleeping. It was almost midnight.
You remember you asked me, you said, I need to go get Jake for help. Is that okay?
I did?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Very creative. Right?
I'm awesome.
That was really good.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you did.
I completely blanked on that.
This is an embarrassing sign. I don't know if he wants his son to see him in this condition. And I really didn't, so I thought about it for a second. And then I was like, yeah, that's fine.
That was good of me. I didn't know that.
That was good.
Mm-hmm.
So Jakey gets there and gives me a little bit of leverage. So I get sitting up and then just kind of spin to turn and rest on the back.
Was cleaning you up while I was cleaning up the
Jake
mess.
was trying to get me cleaned up and standing up. And Pam starts cleaning up all the blood from the floor and the door jamb and the murder scene that had occurred there.
And then we have to assess the damage.
Yeah, then we got to see if I got a concussion or what, where the blood's coming from.
Had no idea where all the blood was.
She starts looking at my lip and she's like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna need stitches for sure." Jake's like, yeah, I think you're right.
So we went to the emergency room.
Yeah, so we did the ER thing, which was
Mm-hmm.
the right thing to do, but it was,
And
yeah,
it's
we
midnight
walked
at
in.
that point.
I hadn't seen myself. I finally went to the bathroom. I was like, holy shit, who the fuck had punched you? It looked like I gone 3 rounds with Mike Tyson for sure.
I'm gonna find a picture and share.
Thanks.
I mean, I had to see it. None of it does it justice, though. When I've seen it, I'm like, that's not what I saw that night.
Did you get a picture of the blood pool?
No, because I was just cleaning.
Well, that was just crazy.
Well, this was